Welcome, reading 4. Welcome to the blessed unicorns and Pegasus and Unipeg that will be coming through today. We want to thank them in advance. Also, thank you to all of you who are watching this right now, because I do feel like we are the ones that are still shining that bright light. We are leading the way. We are being the sunshine to help others. We are illuminating. That's why yours was like a fun treasure chest. If you look at the other readings, they're all so different. They had such a different energy, such a different vibe. And if you've noticed, if you've been, following and walking with me for a time, then the way that this works is that Spirit has me do links. But they used to have me do it where the main reading for the tribe had the links for the other readings in the description box. And now they're having me take those links and put them public. And it makes sense because we do, I did a short reading for the tribe while you were choosing which reading and which deck you wanted to work with for this waning gibbous. Thank you, waning gibbous moon. Oh, we've had so much fun with this moon cycle today, with the reflect and release energy, because I'm just feeling this kind of like full circle moment. And I feel like, it's there for when people, if they want to go further than that message, then they keep going. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's like they got the medicine they needed and move on. But now these links will be out in the world. They're actually going to have me at some point, I think, have me put them all public. But I was like, won't that like flood my, you know what I mean? So I don't know. We're going to, maybe YouTube, maybe they're going to have me wait and YouTube will change something so you can like put it in chronological order, because that would be great for me. But or maybe not, maybe they're supposed to be that way so people find the medicine, because as we always say, they're timeless. It doesn't matter when we do them. When I looked down, it was 1:59, and then it turned to 2 minutes, if those numbers mean anything to you. But also, I think it's for, if you look at the readings, if you go on my page, on my channel, you'll see under the videos, it's like they all look very different, because they were very, very different, even down to the altars that were built for them. So I'm having this full circle moment with you guys, because I feel like you really are the hardcore witches, healers, and deep down believers. Even if you're not doing it for a job, you still are out there shining your light, leading the way. I see you in a coffee shop, and just spreading your joy and your light and your good energy, and people are like, oh my gosh, like, you walk away and they're like, oh, that was such a nice person, or what a nice thing to do, and you're like, yay, I did my good deed today. But it's not even doing your good deed. This is just who you are. However, I feel like some of you have lost your way a little bit. So we're going to delve into the cards right now, because that is a notebook I actually gave my husband, Alder, because he was going through a really rough time. And, when I met him, I saw the light in him. I saw the sunshine. I saw the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. And then over the years, as the layers of the onion pulled back, I got to see all of him, the good, the bad, the ugly. And then it was like, do I want to stay with this person? Is this the right person for me? And in the end, I was like, yeah, because I think that sunshine is going to come out. And I actually started calling him Sunshine, and that was his nickname, was Sunshine. And so when I saw this little notebook, I was like, oh, that's perfect for him, And so I feel like for now, he is actually being our sensei by reminding us to be the sunshine, even in your darkest days. And this beautiful, let me tell you how precious this Labradorite is, okay? Because I'm trying to go around things. It's like this came up in some of the other readings. In some ways, when you see the Labradorite, it's just dark until you put the light on it, and look at how it shines and sparkles, right? So we're going to get to that, and look at, and that was the rough side, right? That's the raw side, and this is the polished side. This is my most precious piece of Labradorite I've ever had. It was gifted, excuse me, throat chakra, speak your truth, drink some water, because this Labradorite is smooth on one side, raw on the other. And again, do you see the little hearts in there? Look for the hearts. That's a message from Spirit. Actually, you guys, I don't remember seeing these hearts before. I probably have and just don't remember. But do you see the imagery? You're my scryers. Oh my gosh, do you guys see like the horse head right here? it's like a sideways horse head, but if I do it, you know what I mean? I don't know if you can see it if I go this way. Oh yeah. Now it kind of looks like a lion or a tiger. Yeah, you guys are my scryers, my natural magicians. There's a lot. I almost feel like I want to do a video just for this Labradorite. It's been a while since I did one. But this is what Spirit's trying to remind you, that you're very special, and that sometimes, I feel like some of you, though, you're not getting enough rest. We are in the waning Gibeah's energy after that full moon. So you know what? That makes sense. I bet a lot of you guys were holding space for a lot of people. That was a rough one. The full moon in Leo, this is just from things I read from different people. But I was getting the vibe that even a lot of astrologers feel like the full moon in Leo is like one of the toughest ones. And I get that, it's like some things are worse than others. I don't know why, but those letters are like, I feel like they're bothering somebody. So I'm like, well, I'll move it. You know what's happening up here. So without further ado, let's jump into the cards. I know I'm going to put the box back there, and actually, I don't know if they want me to put the box back there. I guess we'll see. And I rarely read from the book. If they ask me to read from the book, I will, but I rarely do, just because they're so self-explanatory, this deck. If you know anything about this deck, it kind of, has its own it has its own messages on there, and the imagery, and the book is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like this deck is very interpretive, if that means anything. And so I have a feeling a lot of people are going to watch this particular reading. Every time I do unicorns or dragons or things like that, it's funny. Those get the biggest hits because that's what you feel the most comfortable with, right? So the first card, oh my gosh, this doesn't surprise me. Reading for you magical creatures. What did I just say? Intuition. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. And on a personal note, this has been happening for me because it's like, I feel like we all do this, right? Like we listen to our intuition. Ooh, that's cool. That's so witchy. I was wondering why they wanted me to go back there, but that's really awesome. And I feel like I want to go down a little. Let's just look at it. I want to see the candle on her. That's so amazing. But a few things came through for me recently where I realized I was ignoring my intuition. Everything inside of me knew that wasn't the right thing for me. But you know what? See how it says enter an enchanted realm of magic and miracles? Yeah. I allowed myself to believe that I had gone into the magic and miracles. I saw the demons, I saw the darkness, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to change this. I'm going to do this. I can do this. I'm powerful. Drink some water. Also, you guys, I smoke some cannabis. It's legal where I live, and I use it as my medicine, and definitely to get closer to the spirits and the unicorns and all that. But just now when I paused it, I went to cough, and I'm like, holy shit, like all this cough came out of my lungs, and I've already expelled that smoke. And I was like, where did that come from, And so I heard from Spirit, some of you smoke cigarettes, and it is time for you to stop. No more smoking cigarettes. There are other ways and other modalities for you to find that are healthier for you. And I heard some of you are afraid of getting fat because you're afraid you're going to eat. And they're saying, you know what, though? You need to get to the root of the problem. And this could be for anybody, right, in this. But it's about getting to the root of the issue that's making you want to smoke cigarettes or making you want to eat. I have multiple addictions, eating disorders, a lot of things that were pressed upon me from my friends, my family growing up. And I feel like for you guys, it's time to stop allowing other people to tell you who you are or what you're doing. You are this. And by the way, they wanted me to say, they had me put this whole magical treasure trove together because you're magical. See how my throat? Because you're magical. They want me to show you my ring. I don't know why, but they want me to show you my ring. Maybe it means something to you. And I am getting that we are going to read the book, which is kind of exciting. So hold on. Okay, when I looked down, it was 1001. It could also be 1001, or it could be the number 2. So whatever you want to look at it, that's up to you. I love how that rhymed. And you can look up angel numbers, whatever. Okay? But listen, before I read the book, they want you to take just a minute, just a few seconds, whatever it is you need. I feel like they want me to move these around a little bit and give you different like things to look at. For some of you, yeah, there's something going on. There's some type of distraction. Or I feel like you're like trying to quit drinking or smoking, or there's some type of addiction you have. Maybe it's all of you. You know what's really interesting, and I would never talk out of school, but the person who gave me this necklace smoked cigarettes, so I just thought that was really interesting. I didn't really put it together till just now, and actually they made this, and then this fell off, like it didn't want to be part of it. And it's interesting because I use them for props and things all the time. But yeah, so this is Larimar. This is just a painted agate. It's pink and it's adorable. But if you're wondering, I feel like there's also, I feel like some of you are trying to distract the issue. So listen, let's get focused. Let's get focused. Let's get focused. Close your eyes. Take in some deep breaths, any way that feels comfortable to you. If you're driving or you're somewhere where you can't close your eyes because it's dangerous, unless it's dangerous, there's no reason why you can't close your eyes. But clear away your mind, your thoughts. Ooh, interesting. They're asking me to bring something out. Listen to that creak over in my bag. It's like creak. Okay, stay with me. Stay with me. Go away, negative energy. Goodbye, demons and darkness. No longer serves us. No longer serves us. No longer serves us. I know it's a little aggressive. I normally would warn you, but they told me not to. Take a second, take a minute. There's another one coming. And be ready for it, because this is from the unicorns and the fairies. That's to align you back into the frequency that feels good to you. Okay? Okay. I carry those in my purse. The Spirit told me to grab them out to have you listen. Okay. So do you have your question yet? Because here it comes. The answers you seek in this situation can best be found by turning within, asking for guidance from your heart, or using a divination tool to access your inner wisdom. Do not rely on any outside source or your conscious mind to give you the information you really need. Listen for that quiet whisper from within. Practice feeling the energy of your different options and choose the one which feels lightest. The more you tune in and listen, the more you will recognize the ways in which your inner guidance shows itself to you. It may feel like a soft, deep knowing or a light, loving energy. It is important to trust that your higher self can see the bigger picture and knows exactly how to guide you, even if it doesn't make sense. The answer you get back may not be the easiest or the most logical, and your mind may try to rationalize a different option. But ask the unicorns to hold you in a clear space whilst you seek true guidance and have the faith and courage to follow it, no matter what. Oh, I just got the chills. Blessed unicorn family, I feel you. I know you. I am you, right? We work together. We are family. We are kin if you found yourself here. Oh, this is so perfect. I love this because they're saying once you do that, this is going to show up in abundance. And it's just like that last leg. There's a lot of us that are at like number 9, right? Like if you have to go from 1 to 10, you cannot cut corners. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're in the 9 holding pattern where we feel each individually, right? Like, I'm there, I got it, it's good. And Spirit's like, no, well, not just yet. But you're right there. You're so close. So don't give up, because freedom, the Pegasus. I love that we had a unicorn and a Pegasus, and both with these gorgeous, creatures next to them, one riding them. And it says, freedom, live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. And I feel like for some of you, see the light. They're like, Spirit will have your back. It's like, I feel like you're either getting out of a situation, a relationship, or a job or something where you've never done it on your own. And you're like, I can't do this. And they're like, yes, you can. And let me tell you, this Lemurian crystal came into my orbit. Thank you, Zoe. It's already been such a huge part of our tribe. So Zoe's been carrying this around with her. This was on the big island in Hawaii for 4 months in her energy and these beautiful people. So, I think I'm going to do some scrying videos for the tribe, because I know that that really helps you guys. There's a lot of scryers in our tribe. And also, if you don't even know you're downloading this, but you're downloading it if you're meant to, if you're Lemurian, or if the Lemurians are calling on you to download it. But yeah, very, very, very powerful. Okay, so these are messages from Spirit, from up above, talking to us. And yeah. Is there anything else you want to say, Spirit? No, it's pretty much like, see how they're like in the darkness. Also, look at that like crescent moon. That is a waning crescent, and we are in the waning gibbous right now, which is the reflect and release. And the waning crescent is rest and restore. So some of you may need to rest up before you go on this journey, emotionally, mentally. I just heard maturely. Some of you, everybody's in different places in this group right now. Only you know what the next step is for you. And only you know what freedom means to you, because freedom is different for all of us, isn't it? Right? What does freedom mean to you? Look at this light shining above it. And Spirit's like, they promise you with every fiber that you are, that if you step out into the universe and say, I'm ready, the universe will respond in kind. And if what is meant for you isn't ready yet, but you feel you're ready, they will bring you other, points of your obstacles that have been in your life for you to look at once over. You know what I mean? Like, it needs another once over. It needs another look at it. And maybe, you think you're moving, like in my situation, we felt like we're moving to our dream place. And I was like, I don't believe this is it. We still haven't 100% found out what's happening, but, I'm not going to be in limbo. You know why? Because I'm a triple Sag, and freedom is my keyword. And I know that Spirit is going to bring me to it, because I've been in darkness long enough. And I was like, you know what? I'm ready. And you could be in the dark night of the soul. There's different levels of the dark night of the soul. So you could be in that right now. If you were pulled to any of the other readings, I highly recommend you go and look at them. But yeah, until then, I feel like you guys know what you need to do. You know what you need to release. But if you don't, then go in meditation and reflect on it. If you didn't have a question, then go away from this for a while, and the question will come for you. And then when you hear this message again, you'll hear it exactly the way you were meant to. Crystal clear, just like that bell, right? But you had the one bell that's like, and then you had the teeny little sweet fairy bell. Well, which frequency would you rather be in? Until next time, I love you so much. Take really good care of yourselves and each other. Blessed be. Oh.